Hey guys, this is Deva, aka Curvy Calories. Welcome to my channel. If you have been here before, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a what I eat in a day video, kind of what I've been eating, what I ate in the past to lose 190 pounds naturally. So if that's what you're interested in seeing, stick around. So I want to start off by talking a little bit about how I ate. And I apologize if I look away. I have a bunch of notes here because there are so many different things that I want to make sure that I mention because a lot of it is important. And it's not just what you eat, it's how you eat and what you drink. And I think a lot of the reason people are like, why am I not losing weight? I'm watching what I'm eating is because they're not really aware of how much they're eating, or maybe that extra oil or spices or sauces or whatever that's being added to their food. So I wanted to talk about that as well. So let's get started. I'm going to start talking about how I ate. So what works for me is calorie counting. I use the app MyFitnessPal to input everything I eat throughout the day, drinks included, and I calculate my calories. I personally eat 1,200 calories a day. However, I do not recommend going below that. Additionally, I would recommend figuring out what the proper calorie intake for you is. MyFitnessPal can do that with your height and weight, or you can use other internet sources where you can find out your BMR, which is basically the number you burn by just sitting there. So it's a good way to just determine that baseline for you. I know calorie counting doesn't work for everybody. I know that there are a lot of people against calorie counting. This is just something that worked for me. Next, I also did somewhat of a fasting, which I wouldn't say it's a fast like multiple day fast. It's more of an hours fast. So I would eat for 12 hours on, 12 hours off. So I would start eating, let's say 7 a.m. and stop eating at 7 p.m. And then I would not eat again until 7 a.m. the next day. Obviously, there are some days where you're going to have mishaps and not be able to do that if you're going out, if you're going to a party, whatever it may be. Eating past a certain time, sometimes is going to happen. So I'm pretty flexible on that. I do have an app on my phone that allows you to track your fast and notifies you when it's time for your fast to end. So that's been a really helpful tool. There are multiple on the App Store, so feel free to take a look if that's something you're interested in. It helps me not be having to consciously think of when I need to eat again. It also helps me really feel hungry by the next day for my first meal. So it's really a good way for me to know when is the proper amount of time for my body to digest that food, especially while I sleep. So that's a suggestion. The next thing I want to mention, I think this goes without saying, but it's important, is to eat slowly. So instead of just shoveling the food into your face, just kind of mindfully taste each food that you eat. Enjoy each bite. Easier said than done. Definitely the thing I have the most trouble with, but it really helps you with that hunger cue or that full cue, and you're like, I'm still hungry, I'm full. It really helps you know kind of when you're at that point where you should stop eating. So that's something I definitely recommend. And then of course, frequent meals is truly how I feel. So I know some people say eat 7 meals. I personally eat 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then eat 2 snacks. My first snack is usually in between lunch and dinner, and then my second snack is kind of like a dessert. It's after dinner. And that to me keeps me kind of full. It also, I feel like, helps my metabolism keep going, and it really helps me be excited for that next meal. So I'm like, I'm still feeling a little hungry, but I have snack coming up. So I don't need to go and get some, fast food or whatever. I can have the snack that I have coming up here soon. Last, I want to talk about eating as least processed foods as you can, and obviously as little processed sugar as you can. There's nothing wrong with that if that's something you enjoy. However, I think my body always feels better, and my mind honestly always feels better when I eat more natural, real whole foods. Processed foods tend to make me feel cloudy, distracted, sluggish. Obviously, every now and again, some processed foods are delicious. I get it. And especially if that's something you eat regularly, it can be hard to cut that completely. So, taking it slow and slowly trying to just decrease the amount of processed foods that you eat, I think is so important. Um, on top of that, I would recommend making sure that if you feel you need additional supplements, vitamins, you're taking that. Obviously, all of this you should consult with a physician. I'm in no way a physician or a nutritionist. This is just based on my personal experience, but I take a multivitamin every day. And if I notice that I'm lacking in something else, I will make sure that I am taking a proper supplement for that. So that's my recommendation there. Okay, so that is how I ate. Now I want to talk a little bit about what I drank, and then we'll get on to what I actually ate. And I have some examples here to show you guys too. So this is what I drank. Every day I drink half of my body weight in ounces. Obviously, that changes, but let me give you an example. So, if you're 100 pounds, you drink 50 ounces of water a day. Um, if you can drink a gallon of water, I say go for it and drink a gallon of water. Um, but if you can't drink a gallon of water, try and drink at least half of your body weight in ounces. So, again, another example, if you're 200 pounds, you want to drink 100 ounces of water a day. And spread it out throughout the day if you can, because there is such thing as drinking too much water at once. So I recommend spreading it out throughout the day. Next, I drank a lot of tea. I drink green tea, I drink peach tea, I drink herbal tea. I drink like all types of teas. I really like them. I don't put anything in them. Sometimes I ice them, sometimes I drink them hot. It's really just a way to either get caffeine or no caffeine and just have that flavorful liquid, since I'm really not drinking any juice. I did drink black coffee often. I add almond milk, and I really, really love almond milk. I know some people don't, but I really like it. I drink the unsweetened one just to lighten my coffee a little bit. Tried to drink black coffee. I have a really hard time drinking black coffee, but almond milk seems to just do what I need to do to that coffee. I did on occasion get Starbucks, and I still do. When I go to Starbucks, I get multiple different types of drinks. A lot of the time, I just make sure that that fits into my calories. If I really am looking for a splurge in my black coffee and I don't want to add almond milk, I bought these. These are caramel macchiato cafe creamers by Equal. Again, processed. However, it really just makes it kind of like a little special treat. So that's where I say every once in a while, go for it. These I got on Amazon, like I think I said. They were not that expensive. They come in, I think, a pack of 6, and they last pretty long. They have a pretty long expiration. Again, processed. So, yeah, if there are those things that you want to splurge on and like every once in a while treat yourself for, I say go for it. That's just me. I did not drink alcohol, and I do not drink alcohol while I am trying to lose weight or be healthy. I know some people do. If that's the case, I recommend drinking alcohol with less sugar, less, less carbs, kind of just pure alcohol. And obviously, if you're adding it to anything, watch what you're adding it to, because juices and, sodas and things like that can really increase that calorie, count, and also sugar count. So if you're going to drink, go for it, but just watch kind of what you're doing. And that's kind of how I did it. Or use that as a cheat and just enjoy. One vice I do have that I do drink is Diet Coke. Terrible for you, I know, but I love it. And I've really tried to cut it down to 1 to 2 cans of Diet Coke a day. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. I will continue to try and improve on that, but I just really like it. It helps me not feel hungry throughout the day. It gives me caffeine. I love caffeine. So, yeah, Diet Coke's a hard one for me. If you have any suggestions on how to cut Diet Coke, please let me know in the comment section because I struggle. Okay, without further ado, let's get into the actual foods that I ate. And again, I have a few examples here. So let's start with breakfast. For breakfast, I am not a major breakfast person. I tend to be hungrier during the afternoon when I wake up and it's time to work and do things for the day. Food really doesn't cross my mind. I also don't feel very hungry right away in the morning when I wake up. So for me, breakfast usually consists of eggs, maybe 2 eggs scrambled. I don't really add anything except for pepper or hot sauce, because again, you do have to be careful if you're, putting oil on the pan or butter on the pan or butter on the eggs or, salt of that sodium and those extra calories. I would always just portion it properly if you do add those things. Just kind of make sure how much you're adding. I always have a coffee with breakfast. Again, almond milk or that little creamer. I eat my vitamins in the morning. I eat gummy vitamins. I can't eat regular vitamins. They tend to upset my stomach, but the gummy vitamins have some calories in them and they're probably not as healthy as the regular vitamins, but the regular vitamins for some reason just don't work for me, but whatever works for you. And then lastly, I always have a cup of fruit. My favorite kinds of fruit are watermelon and pineapple, but whatever works for you. I recommend a cup or however much you want, but just be cautious because fruit does have sugar. It's natural sugar, so it's not terrible. A lot of people say to eat all your fruit before 12 p.m. I don't know how I feel about that rule. Sometimes I eat fruit during the evening, but I try to keep most of my fruit earlier in the morning, and that's usually what I'm craving in the morning anyway. Next, I'm going to talk about lunch and dinner together because a lot of the time my lunch meals and my dinner meals are very similar. They consist of the same types of foods, so I would like to talk about them together. For proteins, I eat a lot of veggie burgers. I eat black beans. I eat shrimp. I eat grilled chicken. I like quiche. And again, I cook these very plain. For me, when I'm eating like this and I'm trying to lose weight, the plainer the better because it makes it simple to cook, so it's quick and easy, not too much thought goes into it, and because you have so many different choices of what to eat, it's not like you're getting tired of the blandness because you're switching it up daily. If you want to add lemon or if you want to add hot sauce or whatever, go for it. Spice up your foods. I do sometimes. Sometimes I am like, I don't feel like standing here and adding all this seasoning or whatever I'm doing. I just want simple grilled chicken, on the grill and whatever. So those are the proteins I tend to stick with. I do eat brown rice. I also eat something called white rice. If you have never heard of it, I suggest you take a look. It is delicious. It is not real rice. It is made of plants, I believe. So it is delicious. They have Spanish style. They have a plain. They have all different types. I believe you can buy it on Amazon, and I think you can also buy it in some stores. I love it. It is yummy. I eat a ton of vegetables. I love broccoli. I love mushrooms. I love peppers. I love cauliflower. I love zucchini. You can grill it. You can boil it. You can have it raw. I like to have asparagus grilled with a meat grilled, like make them on the grill at the same time. That's super yummy. Something I recommend is grilling it because it does give that kind of like charcoaly type of flavor. Again, if you're going to season your vegetables, be cautious if you are adding butter or oil of any kind. I like black pepper on mine. Sometimes you can put like onion powder or something like that. It's pretty yummy, so it's up to you. Sometimes, occasionally, I'll have some broth with my dinner as kind of like almost like a drink with it. I like mushroom broth a lot. They also have chicken, they have beef. It's super low calorie. It is a little high in sodium sometimes, so I would be aware of that. but it is just kind of like a warm little soup almost with dinner. I really like it, and you can get that at almost any store. I get mine a lot from Trader Joe's, has a really, really good variety, so I suggest looking there. And again, you can mix and match any of these things. So like you want to have like, shrimp with some chicken and some broccoli in a bowl, like delicious. And it's super easy. And again, you're gonna want to make sure that you're eating not too much, but enough of that food for dinner and lunch, because you don't want to be too short on your calories or your nutrition for the day. You want to make sure that you're fueling your body properly. So just kind of be aware of how much you're eating, and, again, slowly, and enjoy each bite. Last, I would like to talk about snacks. I love snacks. I probably get a lot of my calories from my snacks because I enjoy them so much. So I'm going to talk a little bit about snacks that I eat, and I'm going to show you some. Again, I love watermelon and I love pineapple. Even if I have a cup for breakfast, sometimes I will have another cup for a snack, just because it's like a quick, easy, delicious thing to have. Something I really love is Premier Protein. I love the peaches and cream. I also really like the chocolate. They have a ton of delicious flavors, and a lot of people actually even add them to their coffee, which is pretty good. So I recommend them. This one has 160 calories. It only has 1 gram of sugar, which is amazing, and 30 grams of protein. So you're getting in so much protein, which I have trouble with because I don't like to eat much meat. This is really helpful for me. You can buy these on Amazon. You can also buy them in the store. I buy mine on Amazon. I buy them in bulk, and then they last really long. So I leave mine in the fridge, and just grab them when I want them. Another thing I eat is protein bars. I really like protein bars. I like to put them in my fridge as well and keep them cold. You can also microwave some of them and have like a little, almost like a cake kind of brownie. It's delicious. My favorite brand is Built Bar. Built Bars are delicious. You can buy them online. Currently, I believe they are out of stock because they are changing their product, but they have this ability where you can put in your email address and they'll notify you when they're back. They have so many different flavors for everybody. Their deliveries have always been perfect for me. I've never had a problem with their delivery, and it's delicious. Not much sugar, a lot of protein. I sometimes have 2 a day. They are just amazingly delicious. So I recommend them. If you don't want to try that, I suggest trying to find another protein bar with high protein, low sugar, that fits into your food intake for that day. Another thing I really like, and I know this is going to be controversial because a lot of people either do or don't like these foods, is pickles and green olives. So these are the olives I get. I get them on Amazon. They do not have a pit in them, so you can eat them, and it says without the juice. It has no juice in there. It's a little bit actually, but not much. So you can just take them out and eat them as a snack. There's actually 10 olives in here for 60 calories, and it's just really good. It's like a salty, zesty snack during the day. And for 60 calories, I can almost always fit at least 1 pack into my day. So super yummy. You can have that with dinner or lunch, even like as like a side snack or something. You can add it on lettuce and have it like as a little salad. Sometimes I put mine with my meat, like on top of my chicken. I really, really like them. You can buy those on Amazon. I follow them on Instagram. They make a bunch of other products, so check them out if you're interested. Um, I also eat hummus and baby carrots, which I really love. And if you follow me on Instagram, you know I regularly put up pictures of carrots, hummus, or cucumbers and hummus. I think that is such a delicious snack. It's so refreshing, it's filling, and you can really put as many carrots or as many cucumbers as you want on the plate if it fits into your calories, and just have some hummus. So that's something I really like. I don't eat much dairy, But the one thing I love that is dairy is Baby Bell cheese. I get the lights. I believe they're 50 calories. And it's just like a nice, yummy snack of cheese. And if you like cheese, you like Baby Bell. So if you eat dairy, then I for sure recommend those. They're easy. You just unwrap them and eat them. They're quick, and they last for a pretty decent while. And then the other thing I do is I make smoothie bowls. Love smoothie bowls. You can use blueberries, you can use strawberries, you can use any fruits you want. You blend it. I blend mine with almond milk, and then you pour it into a bowl. I also top mine with almonds and pumpkin seeds. These are the pumpkin seeds that I use. I love them. They are already shelled, so you do not have to shell them yourself. They are 95 calories for 43 seeds, which I think is pretty good. And then here are the almonds I use. These are 160 calories for about 27 pieces, which I think is pretty typical to almonds. Both of those I bought on Amazon. I'm pretty sure you can buy them from the distributors themselves, but I like to get my stuff on Amazon, my dry goods on Amazon, especially now during the pandemic. It's nice for me to be able to order these things in. And I just use those to simply top my bowls, or I use them as snacks. I eat them just plain by themselves. So that is kind of the list of foods I ate, how I ate, and what I drank. I do want to say that there are times where you're going to eat more. There are times where you're going to eat less. There are times where you're going to go out and want to drink or have a couple of drinks and go out to eat or go to a party, and only certain things will be available, and that's okay. I know myself, it's hard to deal with that when I'm on a specific type of plan and I'm trying so hard and things get a little crazy. It's hard to kind of plan, but all you can do is do your best, enjoy, and really look at food as a fuel for yourself. And all of these foods I really feel make me feel great during the day. And this go around of me losing weight, I've lost almost 50 pounds in about 5.5 months. So it really does work. This is with doing not too much exercise. So just nutrition. So yeah, I think that this is personally amazing. Again, I am no way a nutritionist or a doctor. So if for any reason you would like to eat like this and you're concerned or you have questions, I would speak to your physician. And again, calorie counting doesn't work for everybody, but for me, it does work. If you're interested in seeing more pictures or examples of things I eat and you don't follow my Instagram, please follow my Instagram. I will link it in this video. It is Curvy Calories with 2 S's and an underscore at the end. I post pictures of what I eat regularly. I also post stories doing tastings of things like teas and coffees and all types of things like that, just giving my opinion on things. So if you're interested, please give me a follow. And if you like this video and are interested in seeing what I'm going to be putting up, please subscribe. I plan on putting out a video a week. My next video will be my time in an eating disorder clinic. Thank you all for voting for what you wanted to see next. During my next video, I will come up with 2 further videos, and then we will decide which one we want to see first. So thank you guys again for coming to my channel and watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, keep being healthy, and thanks.